Aavesham. Rarely do you leave a movie theatre more thrilled or invigorated as we did after watching Aavesham. Jithu Madhavan's second feature lights up the screen with the same blazing torch that it carries for the idea of the movies. It is an ode to all mass masala flicks we have watched and then unique in its way of pulling the rug out from under the traditional constructs of the narrative. On the surface, Aavesham is a gangster comedy, one in which 3 engineering college students befriend a local don to avenge their ragging and humiliation on the hands of their college seniors. Humor, color, dialogues and characters mark the landscape, giving us moments you would want to revisit over and over. But underneath, Aavesham is also a tragedy, a truly sensitive one if you deep dive. Jithu Madhavan does something mind-blowing here. He introduces a nervy, needy gangster into the bad world of the common men who betray him now and then, leaving him punctured and heartbroken. A dark idea indeed, but the execution could not be lighter as Aavesham keeps on constructing set pieces and presenting characters that tickle you hard, giving us a deceptive piece of work that appears slight and simple on the surface but grows richer and more complex in hindsight. Dumb Charade, Ranga's favourite game, seems to be something that Jithu also enjoys a lot. That whole sequence of the Dumb Charade is epic and we will come to that soon. But consider the entire movie to be a guessing game that Jithu Madhavan plays with his audience. And we fail almost every time. From Ranga's backstory to the riveting climax, from the character arc of the 3 boys to the trajectories of Ranga's henchmen, Aavesham keeps on subverting our expectations every single time, without ever losing out on the entertainment quotient. Think of the way Aju is presented as the daring guy, leading the trio and the junior gang towards the start of the film. And then come to the sequence where Santhan wonders if Aju can ever break down, only to find him crying and asking for mercy from the seniors in another few minutes. Think about the way Bibin slowly breaks free from his doubts and fear near the end of the film, eventually making decisions for the other 2. But does that make him fearless like Ranga? Not at all, as Aavesham subtly suggests that it is the pain of not having love and family that makes Ranga who he is, and not the fear of gunmen preying on his life. Okay, let's deep dive now a little bit. Think about how much Aavesham is a satire on images and facades that make and break identities in today's world. Kutti is nowhere an intimidating stature. The juniors do not even care for his presence until they are told who he is and stories of humiliation that he inflicts on juniors. The entire first half of the film you crave for him to be beaten up. But then the moment that happens, he is reduced to a comic relief and you laugh at him the few times he appears in the second half. And it is exactly the opposite that happens for Ranga. You laugh at his antics to start with, take him lightly for his naivety, like the 3 boys who even doubt if he's a fraud or not. But then as the film progresses, the laughter fades into smile as tension mounts on what Ranga might be doing next. And guess what? Jithu also gets popular YouTubers as the 3 boys in the film, taking this theme to a meta level. And what is the subplot of Ranga and his guru all about? About stealing images, the currency of today's virtual world. So when Ranga talks about getting no likes on Instagram, it works as a damn funny line in the context of the tense climax, but come to think about it and there's pathos, about the world we live in at the mercy of virtual validations and reckonings. And that's how Ranga is an unfit. The gangster we love, but the gangster we do not deserve. A gangster craving at the idea of talking to new faces without any air around himself. A gangster who wants to sing and dance without realizing that it does not go with the violent image that he needs to propagate for his own good. A gangster who likes keeping his words even to people who do not matter for his profits. A gangster who has tried every time he has been betrayed as the world pushes him to let go of his white attire by the end of the film to get into an all-black one. He is alone, but we always see him surrounded by a bunch of men, which itself is the reality or tragedy of modern life. His sunglass breaks in the film's climax, as if reality kicks in and mirrors of false promises shed, as he looks through the 3 boys now exposed of their intentions, and that has to be one of the most hard-hitting frames of the film. As a man-child gains his final lessons in life that in today's world, even kids cannot be trusted. Because that's exactly what he is doing all this while, being a man let loose inside the toy store who wants to play all night with his kids, show them his flair and fervor in all possible ways, and thus make up for a childhood that he never had. There is only one actor who could have played Ranga in Indian cinema, and Jithu Madhavan makes no mistake in roping him, Fahadh Faasil, or should we say the Fahadh Faasil, as he is more of a unit of excellence now than being another actor. In Aavesham, Fahadh is like a pounding performer who does not care if he tears down the piano, as long as everybody is rocking. We really don't know what to say about him and how to describe this performance. Let's just feel blessed that we live in the times of Fahadh Faasil releases on the big screen. And Jithu Madhavan again does the unthinkable here, a dream fantasy for cinephiles, as we watch Fahadh Faasil, the great actor, playing Ranga, a bad actor, in the game Dumb Charade. Wow, you hardly get such overwhelming intricacies in a script that appears so straight and simple. And that scene from start to finish is a 7-course treat. From the childish Ranga's muted excitement at the idea of playing Dumb Charade, from his subtly shy expressions of choosing his own team, his misplaced confidence at his acting skills, and then the every second creeping tension of the guessing game as Ranga performs. This is gold, like Joe Pesci's How Am I Funny scene from Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas, with Indian color, humor, and texture. Sajin Gopu's Amban is a perfect sidekick for Ranga, as all the aforementioned themes of the film work for this character. An intimidating figure who breaks into shy laugh when poked into the belly. A loyal friend who does not realize that Ranga's capers do not gel well with the ideas of Underworld, and a big brother seriously hurt by the selfish ways of the three boys as he stands and watches Ranga being betrayed again. That scene with Amban standing at a distance weeping as Ranga's gang go mad on the boys feels like a frame of an offended Obelix from the Asterix comics, as Sajin Gopu makes his own mark in the movie that is another Fahadh Faasil highlights package. Aavesham is a treat for the eyes, gift for the ears, pure fun for the unthinking, and a subtle satire for those who want to go beyond the surface. Go and watch it if you have not done that yet. Give it a rewatch if anything in our analysis makes you think. Also put Illuminati as your ringtone and wait for the next wonder churning inside the Malayalam cinema kitchen. That is all from us today. Thank you for watching.